We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Set to kick off.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Down to about the 32. The Niners at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for it after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. So they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Looks good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Cardinals nothing.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Murray now going to do it himself. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Down the sideline he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DJ Shark. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Purdy. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Murray. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
To throw, it's Murray. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Well, remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Now Murray again. Open man, he completes it to Judy. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Murray now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
3rd and 6.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 47.
Now Murray. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried...
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
We talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up third down and 8.
Purdy from the gun on third down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Green.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And running with power here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Jerry Judy, 28 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
49ers 13. Michael Dixon set to
kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got this downfield to McBride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the
Throwing now is Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Here's second and 10. To throw is Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Murray, a quick throw, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
61 yards rushing for it as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Shotgun now with Purdy. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Travis Hunter, 55 yards. And
49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will get them one closer.
28. 49ers 20. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Murray now to throw.
Able to get this one to McBride.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Green. Forward. Hey. Deuce. Hey.
Here's Murray.
That's complete to McBride.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey. Biggest.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Murray now going to do it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. A final shot before half from Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Hey. Omaha. Bush.
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Another run to McCaffrey on second down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, 49ers. Travis Hunter, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise. To me, that's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game?
DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
49ers 26. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Up the gun, McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
At the 47-yard
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On first down, it's Benson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. On play action, it's Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He finds his man, complete. It's McBride. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Murray. Open man here is Benson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Murray going to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, Arizona.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Benson is in. Touchdown, Arizona. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
49ers, 33. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Purdy from the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First and 10.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 11.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Second and 11. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll go again with Benson. Through the middle of the field. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game.
49ers 33. Dixon set to kick off.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er 1st down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, 52 yards. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards.
A 49-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Cardinals.
Easy. Pull up. Yeah.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And all the way third down inside the 5 to the 4.
125 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't.
Touchdown!
Marvin Harrison Jr.
from 3 yards out.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
For the 2-point conversion.
Who you got? Green.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Well, home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Get set.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Cards come up with a late